Hi, Yvette here from Awesome Dogs, and I thought we'd do a little bit of work on nail trimming today. This is a time-lapse video of about 10 days worth of progress with our dog Kip. Kip has always been sensitive with his nails and with anything involving pain. Up until this point, he's worn his nails down just through regular exercise. We've also done some work with an operant process where he's learned to hold still for reinforcement. And as you can see, we're prepared here. We have our treats, we have our clipper, and we're ready to work through the stages where he learns to hold still for progressively harder situations. Kip could play this game all day long where he offers his paw and he gets a treat, even if the clippers are there. For all intents and purposes, he does look relaxed at this point, but this process hasn't been very successful in the long run for him, and I wanted to talk about why this is a problem for dogs that are like Kip. This process can work for some dogs. Pavlov is, after all, on our shoulder at all times. It can get that byproduct of a conditioned emotional response, but it certainly didn't work for Kip in terms of a long-term response. For Kip, what it basically turned into was he could play that paw game all day long. But if you watch on slow motion, as soon as he senses that those clippers are coming towards him and touching him, he withdraws immediately. Looking closely at what actually happens in this type of process with this type of setup is, from the dog's perspective, they see the treats come first, then they see the clippers, and these reliably predict that nails are going to be clipped. You can fool dogs like Kip once, maybe twice, but sooner or later, these dogs that truly don't like having their nails done realize that treats simply mean that something bad's about to happen to them. To help Kip feel less anxious and less stressed with his nails being trimmed, we chose to do a classical counterconditioning approach, which basically means that the trigger, the nail clippers and the clipping, reliably predicts treats, and those treats would come last. This is a time-lapse video, so not all steps that we undertook are shown. Please make sure if you're going to do something like this that you do get some help from a trained professional. This is how we started. I would take the clippers out of hiding, show them to Kip, and then immediately follow them with some treats that I'm bringing out of a hiding place, whether it's my pocket, the fridge, or a container where I've stashed some treats well in advance so the dogs don't know that they're there. And I do this several times a day in a variety of situations and locations. I don't want Kip thinking that every time I approach him, it means that I'm going to be working on his nails. So I also make sure that I come and I pet him and I touch him and I massage his paws. But since there's no clippers, there's no treat. Once Kip is happily anticipating the treat when he sees the clippers, we start moving on to things like touching his paws with the clippers before giving the treat. And very soon thereafter, we're able to finally cut his nail without all that twitching and pulling away. Now let's look at it in slow motion with this other process. Now I'm turned sideways, so I'm having a difficult time seeing his nail and reaching it. But he doesn't pull away, even though I'm reaching in with the clippers and touching him several times in a row. By considering whether the dog notices the treats first or whether they notice the trigger first can have a profound influence on how your dog responds. Now this video is a time lapse. It was about a 10-day process, and out of those 10 days, we actively worked during 6 of those days. And during those 6 days, we did approximately 1 to 5 sessions throughout each day. Interested in learning how you can better train your dog? Please like us and share us on Facebook, so that way you can stay up to date on all the newest, latest videos and resources that we provide. Stay tuned. At the end of this video, we've put in a little bit of a photobomb from Icarus, which seems to be one of the more popular things people look for in our videos, is where is Icarus going to pop up? So we thought we'd share one with you at the end of the video, and maybe we'll try doing that on a regular basis.